Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today, I have another tutorial for you. This time I'm going to be walking you through, in specific, how to make a Fortnite thumbnail. I'm going to try and make this as simple as possible for you and keep the steps really easy to follow. The first thing you're going to have to do is download the images in the description because we're going to be using those in today's design. Once you've done that, go to photopia.com and we can get started. Go ahead and select New Project. From here, make sure your width is set to 1280 pixels and your height is set to 720. You want your DPI to be at 72 and the background can be whatever color you want. The background color doesn't matter. Once you've done that, go ahead and click Create. Now the first thing we need to do is find a background image that we want. So open a new tab and navigate to your search engine. From here, search for something like Fortnite background and find an image that you like. Once it's downloaded, go ahead and open the folder it's in and just drag it into Photopia. From here, you're going to scale it up so it fits the entire canvas. You can do this by clicking on the corners and dragging them. Hold down Shift on your keyboard if you want it to scale with the correct proportions. Once you have it where you want it, go ahead and click Confirm at the top of the page. Now we're going to go ahead and add a color overlay effect onto this image. So go ahead and double click on the layer in the Layers panel and select Color Overlay. From here, click on the color selector and change it to a color that you like. I'm going to go ahead and use orange for this thumbnail. Now change the blend mode. You can experiment with different blend modes, but I like the blend mode color for this one, so I'm going to leave it at this. Now go ahead and select gradient overlay as well. Change the blend mode to multiply and change the angle to something you like. This will work for me. Now turn the opacity down to around 50 or 60%. Now go ahead and click the new layer icon and select your shape tool on the layers panel. Make sure rectangle is selected and draw a rectangle around the canvas. Once you've done that, go ahead and select the mouse tool and drag it around until it's in the center of the canvas. From here, we're going to select the rectangle tool again and change the fill to empty. Now in the layers panel, double click on the rectangle layer. Once you've done this, select Inner Glow. Change the color to a brighter version of the color you used for the background and click OK. Make sure the opacity is all the way up and the blend mode is set to normal. If you want my exact settings, you can just copy them from this. Go ahead and click OK. Now we need a character to put in our thumbnail, so go ahead and open a new tab and search for a transparent Fortnite character. You can search for any specific skin you want to use, but I don't play Fortnite, so I don't know what the skins are. I'm just going to search for a random one. Once you've done that, go ahead and adjust the size and the position until it looks good. I love how this looks, so I'm going to go ahead and click Confirm. Now go ahead and click on the new adjustment layer icon at the bottom of the layers panel. From here, select Hue Saturation. Go ahead and select Colorize and turn the saturation all the way up. You can adjust the hue until it's something that you like. Once the hue is something that you like, go ahead and right click on the hue saturation layer and click Create Clipping Mask. From here, you can go ahead and adjust the hue a bit more. Once you're done adjusting the hue, go ahead and change the blending mode of the hue saturation layer until it's something that you like. Once you found something that you like, you can change the opacity of the layer if it's too overwhelming. Something like this looks great for me. Now I'm going to go ahead and add a drop shadow to the transparent character. So double click on the character layer and click Drop Shadow. From here, turn the opacity up to around 80%. Make the distance around 17 or 18 and turn the size up to around 31. Keep the spread at 0. Now change the color of the drop shadow from black to a very dark color that fits with your color scheme. For me, this is going to be a very dark red. Click OK. Once you've done that, select Outer Glow. Turn the size all the way up. Make the color something that fits with your color scheme. This will work for me. Now change the blend mode to Linear Dodge and put the opacity at something like 40%. This looks great so far. Now click OK. Remember those images you downloaded at the start of the tutorial? Well, we're going to be using them now. Go ahead and drag the transparent Fortnite logo into the image. Once it's in, scale it down and put it in one of the corners. Once you've put it somewhere that you like, go ahead and hit Z on your keyboard and zoom into the logo. From here, we're going to make a new layer in the Layers panel and drag it beneath the Fortnite logo. Once you've done that, go ahead and hit B on your keyboard to select your brush tool. With the brush tool selected, change the color on the panel to the left to be something like white. Select OK, and go ahead and paint underneath all of the letters on the Fortnite logo. If you make any mistakes or blunders, go ahead and just hit E on your keyboard to select the eraser tool. Once the eraser tool is selected, go ahead and just erase the part that you don't want. Keep filling in the logo until it looks something like this. Once you're finished, you're going to go ahead and select both the layer with the transparent logo on it and the layer with the white fill on it. You can do this by holding Shift when selecting the layers. Once they're both selected, go ahead and right click and click Merge Layers. Now you have your logo. Go ahead and hit Z on your keyboard and zoom out till the thumbnail fits on the page. From here, we're going to go ahead and drag our second image in. This is an overlay effect, so just scale it up and put it somewhere on the image that looks nice. Once you've done that, go ahead and make sure the layer is positioned beneath the transparent skin layer. As you can see, this looks really fantastic. Now I want the rays from this layer to affect the Fortnite logo, so I'm going to go ahead and select the Fortnite logo in the Layers panel and drag it beneath the overlay. Now it's time to add some text. So I'm going to go ahead and hit T on my keyboard, which will select the type tool. Click on the canvas and start typing what you want. Once you've done that, hit Ctrl A to select all of the text that you've typed and change the color to white. Once that's done, select OK and select the font drop-down menu. From here, find a font that you think looks good. Remember, the bolder the font, the easier it will be to see when it's thumbnail sized. I think this font is great, so I'm going to go ahead and use this one. Now, click Confirm and hit Ctrl-Alt-T on your keyboard to transform the text layer. Hold Shift and scale it up till it fits on the page. You can leave parts of it underneath the character layer to create a really cool 3D effect. Once you're satisfied, click Confirm. Now, double-click on the text layer and select Drop Shadow. From here, go ahead and just copy my settings to get exactly the effect I used. Once you've done that, go ahead and click OK. Now your thumbnail is done. You can make small modifications like changing the text and changing the background or the character. In general though, this is a really good way to make a Fortnite thumbnail. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.